Thanks for tuning into Coach's Corner, brought to you by Fatz Cafe. I'm your host, Brielle Jungblut, and today we're here with Coach Kenny Thomas. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Okay, so past 15 games, your team has won 12. What's been the biggest change over the last month?
Well, it's hard to say. I think obviously the change of putting Rob Jungblut at third and Chaz Powell at second was a positive. Obviously getting Ty Barkell back a week ago, and he's been in the last, 5-6 games, and that's been a big help. And I think we've just, we've got a new thought process with us and a new attitude a little bit, and we've just played really hard lately, and I think Ty Barkell coming back was real positive and kept us going. So, I don't think we've changed our approach or anything, but getting a couple people back was good,
Right.
and the change with Jungblut and Chaz was good.
Right. Okay, you had won 8 of your games in a row. What kind of position does that put your team in for postseason play?
Well, we know we're in the conference tournament in 2 weeks, and we're trying to move up that regional poll like everybody else is, and there's only 6 teams. I'm not a real fan of this. The NCAA needs to do something about this. This is ridiculous, but there's only 6 teams, and there's 3 conference tournament champions that get 3 of those 6. So the at-large bids are very tough, and I've said many times, our sport is the toughest place to try to get into the NCAA tournament of any sport at any level. So, but we know the situation. Our team knows what's going on. Been here before. We just got to keep taking care of ourselves.
Absolutely. How difficult will it be to face an opponent, Columbus State, at their home field?
Well, we won't play them unless the way the bracket's finished now. So we wouldn't play them unless we both got to the championship game. We know the bracket now. We're going to open up with Flagler.
Okay.
And if we beat Flagler in the single elimination tournament, which is I'm not a fan of either, but if we're fortunate enough to beat Flagler, then we would play the winner of North Georgia and Georgia College. And if we were fortunate enough to win that, then you'd play the championship game, which we have no idea who it would be. But, I think our game's going to be at the Pro Park there on that Saturday. I'm not sure. I hadn't seen that part yet, but I think that's right.
That's to come. Okay, so in your opinion, how congested is the Southeast region in terms of getting postseason this year?
Woo, it is really congested. I mean, it's bad. And you could have a legitimate argument for 6 teams right now today in the Peach Belt Conference that deserve to go to the NCAA tournament, without a doubt. And then you add Catawba, you add Mount Olive, and now you've got North Greenville that won the Conference Carolinas tournament today. On my way over here, Catawba was losing in the finals to Wingate of the SAC tournament. So all those things just make it more and more congested. I've never seen it this congested. So somebody's going to have a broken heart, and that's for sure. And none of us coaches are fans of the way the process goes, and only having 6 teams, and it's no coach is fond of that. So all you can do is take care of yourself.
Can't get comfortable.
No, you can't.
Okay, TJ Costin was the USC Aiken Athlete of the Week, and he was also the Athlete of the Month. Did you expect this from him when he came to campus?
Well, TJ's a great player. We knew that, and he played third base for us last year because that was what was best for our lineup.
Right.
Moving him to center field has been a big plus for us and him. And he struggled a little bit earlier in the year offensively, and but he just keeps his focus. He never changes his mentality and keeps doing what he has to do. And he got a couple of big hits this weekend for us,
yes,
that's for sure, against Flagler. So we're very proud of him. He's one of our captains, him and Ty Barkell.
Okay, he tied the record for 5 hits in a game, and that's the 4th time this season that one of your players has tied a record. Is this something you're typically aware of during a game, or you're just not?
No, we don't really pay a lot of attention to that during the game.
Right.
And the amazing thing about Ty Barkell's 5 hits, unbelievable. That was his first day back from the injury, and he had only had a day, I call it a day and a half of batting practice, because
Because it was right before, right?
Yeah, the day before they just released him.
Yes, sir.
Actually they released him the morning of the game, and I put him in. But he had taken a little bit of batting practice 2 days before and only cut his rounds in half. Didn't swing as many times. So it was amazing that he did that day. And but he's such a competitor and just
he's a big impact.
Defensively, I've never seen anything like it. He's the best defensive first baseman I've ever coached.
That's awesome. You had a couple thousand fans there on Sunday. Does your team normally play better in front of big?
Well, they like to play. I saw one attendance figure. It's almost 3,000 people there, 3,100, and there was a lot of people. And our guys love to play in front of fans, and it's so hard in our town, because. We're close to Carolina,
right.
And people think about, South Carolina, and, but it's a great product that we're putting on the field, and it feels good to walk out there and play in front of those
after that win.
Yeah, that was great. I think the crowd liked that too. I mean, it was loud when we scored that winning run. That was really good. Really good.
Okay, you have Catawba this weekend. What do you need to do in order to beat them?
I need those 3,000 people to come back Friday night at 7:30
I think you're asking
and help pull us through that. That's going to be really tough. They have Brooks, probably the best pitcher in the South, maybe in the nation. Don't know if he's going to pitch against us. We'll see. They're very well coached. Jim Gatton, their coach, are very good friends. So they're a very good team. They swing the bat. They play defense. They're so fundamentally sound, and that is going to be. It's a 3-game series because we got rained out up there, and we were hoping to play on Sunday and not have to play the doubleheader on Saturday, but because we're in exams, we got to play the doubleheader Saturday. So, it's going to be a tough weekend, that's for sure.
The PBC tournament is coming up. If there was one team you would want to play, who would that be?
I don't know of any of them I won't play.
No?
They're all pretty good.
Okay, well, what about a team
What
that
about
you
if
don't
I could play? What if I could play one of those that's not getting in it? There's like 4 that's not getting in. So maybe that's the one I need to play. They're all tough. I don't. Peach Belt it's unbelievable. I mean, you look back and Georgia Southwestern is last in the conference. Okay, well last week they shut out Flagler 1-0.
Right.
You never know what's going to happen in this conference. And I saw last night where Francis Marion was down like 12 runs to Georgia Southwestern and came back, tied it up, and they went 13 innings.
Just like your games this weekend.
Yeah, so it's crazy. And you can't wish for anybody because you better not wish for anybody. They might come wishing for you, So
okay, well, is there any team that you definitely don't want to play?
No, we're not fearful of anybody. I mean, they're all good teams, and we respect everybody in our conference. We really do, and we know everybody has, I think I've said this before, everybody has a very good number 1 pitcher.
Right.
So first day is going to be tough no matter what, and we have to have our number 1 go out there and match them.
Right. What are your thoughts on each of the seniors and what they've accomplished?
Oh, gosh. Ty Barkell, I'll take him first because he's been here 4 years, and he's Mr. Pacer this year. It's amazing. And you got, like, Cody Belcher's been here a couple of years. T.J. Costa's been here. Sam Daniel's been here 5 years. Ben Black's been here 5 years. Man, they're just such great guys. And, it's a sad time to see the guys leave, and it's always tough. But I'm so proud of them. And then you go all the way to Forrest Kumas that just transferred here this year. But how he has become so attached to our program in a year, it's just amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Randy Luck had been here a couple of years. I mean, Matt Bossie's ending his career injured, and we hate that. But, these are great guys, and they're going to do very well in life no matter what they do, and we're very proud of them. They've done a lot for this program, that's for sure.
So it's safe to say that you're going to miss them.
I'm going to miss them, man. I can promise you
On and
that.
off the field,
I'm going to miss them, that's for sure.
Okay, from what you've heard and what you've watched, who do you think will get drafted on your team?
I think Sean Miller possibly will go fairly high. I think Tyler Moore's got a good shot. I think Ty Barkell was really in line to go, pretty good in the draft. The injury hurt him for sure,
right.
But I think somebody's still going to take a chance and take him. And I think they should because what a great player he is. You know,
Great
he's
player.
had a tough time.
Especially with the comeback that he's
Right.
had.
TJ Costin has a shot. You know, I don't know. You know, this morning I was getting texts from scouts. Well, how's this guy doing? How's this guy doing? And you know, so. But I think there's a good shot we lose 2 juniors with Sean Miller and Ty Moore. I think it's a good shot we lose those guys, and I think we have a couple of seniors in Barkell, Costin, even Cody Belcher. You know, I think somebody might take a shot. I don't know. You know, it's a big country, and I try to tell everybody that there's a lot of players
We're
out
just
there.
in Little Aiken,
It was a big country, but we're going to lose 2 or 3 guys, that's for sure.
Okay, going back to TJ Costin, have you ever had a back-to-back walk-off?
I don't believe I've ever had that, and I told the umpires at home plate before the second game yesterday, in 28 years of coaching college baseball, I don't believe I've ever had the same person get a back-to-back,
Right.
2 games in a row, the game-winning hit like that in the bottom of the ninth.
Right,
It was just,
each time.
I mean, it takes a lot of things to happen. You have to be behind
Yeah.
going into the ninth. Then everything has to come in place for that person to get up at bat at that right opportunity.
Right.
And then he's got to get the hit, you know. So that's never happened that I can remember in my 28
crazy.
years. That's amazing that happened. I was hoping it was going to happen again the last game, you know.
I know.
It was kind of laid out for that.
I was.
He was like 5 batters, 6 batters away. And I'm thinking that could happen again. And wouldn't that be crazy? I wish it had. But anyhow, it was what a great job TJ did. Boy, it was great.
Okay, give us your favorite story about this year's team that the average fan might not know.
Ooh, man, I don't know. There's been a bunch of them. I mean, a bunch of them. But, you know, I don't know. We have a lot of characters, you know, but I would probably have to say my favorite story was an email I got that said, that last guy you put in the game last night on the mound looked like he had his pajamas on. What, did he just get out of bed? And so the next day I couldn't resist to say that. It went our stretching time before the game. It was Hunter Hubbard. He's lost so much weight and got himself so much in shape, and he looks so good, you know, but his uniform is just way too big, you know. And so we had to get him a smaller uniform out there. He couldn't take it, but it was so funny. Everybody was just rowing when I was talking about it. But we've had a lot of great things. You know, there's been some inside things that we did this year with holding our players accountable to each other, and some inside the locker room things we did, and I think that's been really good. And it's a loosey-goosey team now, I can tell you that. You know, I have to calm them down sometimes. Look, boys, I can't take all this loosey-goosey, but it's been a great year. But that was funny when I told that on Hubbard. I wasn't being ugly. It was just hilarious. And I said, let's go get you some new pants because he looks so good. You know, that young man's worked so hard.
That's awesome.
Hunter
That's what
Hubbard.
you like to see.
Yes, and he really looks good, and I'm so proud of him man, he pitched good the other night too on Thursday night, so I was proud of that too.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your time and joining us at Fatz Cafe. Okay, guys, thanks for tuning in to Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Brielle Jungblut.